How could I say no when a friend invited me to join him on a trip to one of my favorite areas in Central Oregon? You are invited to come along with us as we explore Derrick Cave, Fort Rock, Crack in the Ground, and the Christmas Valley sand dunes. Well, hello everyone. I'm on my way over to Central Oregon to an area called Christmas Valley, and going to go meet some friends I haven't traveled with for about a year. Well, we're working our way up the hill, as those guys are too. This is an 11-mile uphill to Government Camp. So they're getting a good workout, and I'm getting nice views of Mount Hood. Last time I came over the mountain, it was all fogged in. Well, I'm out of the woods and into the high desert. About to head down into the Deschutes River Valley. It's a 4-mile downhill to Warm Spring. If memory serves me correctly, it's about a 1,000-foot drop down to the Deschutes River. Coming up to the Deschutes River and leaving Warm Springs. Ooh, river's full. Definitely a pretty river. We've had lots of rain over here, so the river is really high. Tonight I'm camping near South Ice Cave. South Ice Cave is what is left of a basalt lava flow. The rest of the group will show up sometime tomorrow. The rest of the group showed up today around noon. After they got set up and ate lunch, we headed for Derrick Cave. From where we were camped, it's about a 15-mile run to the cave. We're going to make a stop at the largest juniper tree in Oregon. And we're coming up to a gate. Come back on that?
It looks like you're grabbing a plane hat for somebody who's afraid of heights.
This is a nice little road through the woods. I like this.
There's probably a few more of them right around here.
Right below my finger.
On the side of the rock.
Right below my finger.
The lowest finger, Devin.
Does anyone know what?
Oh, there he goes.
Oh my God!
Welcome to Derrick Cave. Everything's a new adventure for them.
They're not jaded yet. They'll get old and cynical soon enough.
Well, there's some bats flying around down here. Derrick Cave, actually a lava tube, is much younger than South Ice Cave. It is about 30 feet high, 50 feet wide, and a quarter-mile long. During the 1960s, it was designated a nuclear fallout shelter and stocked with food and supplies. You can only get to Derrick Cave from the north end. There is a lock gate on the south access road.
Right, a rescue at sea. You see the guy trying to hold the cable steady. You gotta realize it's all these big pieces too, just falling off the ceiling up there.
We left Derrick Cave and are headed back to the campground. Go straight at the Y. Go straight at the Y. Had a good little adventure at Derrick Cave. Went way back in. We got a little rock garden here. Combination of rocks and roots. Coming back up to the largest juniper tree. Right there on the right. Inside the fence. Big tree. Not real tall, just big around. I need to clean out this fire pit before we have a fire tonight. Previous people, or several previous people, They camped here and left their trash in the fire pit. That's their choice, which is really not the right thing to do. We talked about the next day's travel while relaxing around the fire. Good morning. It's about 9:30. We are heading south on Forest Service Road 18, headed for Fort Rock.
Good drifting gravel right here.
Yeah, just be careful you don't drift off into a ditch. You get to the top of the rise, you're going to have a much better view of Fort Rock. Still several miles away. Oh, that's a great view of Fort Rock. It's pretty amazing just sitting out there. And welcome to Fort Rock. Christmas Valley Cemetery right here. Turning right at the Oregon State Park sign. On this trip, we've got 5 vehicles. Fort Rock is a tough ring that is all that remains of basalt lava that rose to the surface beneath the 900 square mile, 150 foot deep Ice Age lake that covered the Fort Rock Valley. At one time, only the tops of the tough ring was visible above the water. In 1938, a sagebrush sandal and other human artifacts were discovered in a cave on the side of Fort Rock. We're on the road to Crack in the Ground. Really bad washboards. The good thing is that from the highway to the Crack in the Ground is only 7.5 miles. Well, it looks like a busy day at Crack in the Ground. Let's see if we find a place to park. Let's work our way down into Crack in the Ground. Lava can definitely make some unusual shapes. Crack in the Ground is a 2-mile-long, 70-foot-deep volcanic fissure that formed about 14,000 years ago. At the south end, the crack disappears into the sediment left by the Fort Rock Lake. Still heading down. Oh, this is the first time I've seen moss on the rocks here. Whew, really cold. You should go to the right. No, the other right. Yep. Still down in the crack.
Nobody jumped down there.
Boy, that's some amazing gas pockets. And through that crack is the other crack on the other side. The crack next to this one is a boulder field and is much deeper. And we are just about out. We walk back along the rim trail to get a different view of the crack. And the wildflowers are out. We are headed for sand dunes, skirting the edge of a lava field right now. This is a really pretty area back in here. The junipers smell really nice. I'm nice to see that somebody else has been on this road besides us. And it looks fairly recent by looking at the tracks. And we are out on the Christmas Valley sand dunes. And my buddies I'm traveling with are having a good time trying to climb the hill. I think we'll take the easy way.
That's funny.
Well, you definitely want to be careful when you go down here. Well, I've never driven around on dunes before. It's very slippy and slidey.
You gotta get speed on that one.
Well, let's see if Rick can get up there with his Colorado.
Hey Rick, I'm going to be coming in on your left-hand side.
Well, I'm going to go find another way out of here.
Hey Larry.
Go ahead.
Evan and Drew came down a steep one and nose planted and his airbags went off.
Ooh. Okay, I'll come back to you.
Are you okay down there? Yeah, I think so. They're both out. It always hurts when you get smacked with an airbag, so I'm gonna just run around down here and check on them.
Well, Drew dropped off that dune behind him, crunched the front of his vehicle, blew all the airbags. Well, we're rolling again. Luckily, the Jeep is drivable. Not the Jeep, sorry. The Toyota Tacoma is drivable. So that's good. They can get home without an expensive tow.
Larry, did you GPS mark? I forgot to GPS mark the parking lot.
Yes, I did.
You want to come around me and lead the way? Yeah, if you could pick us out a nice easy line too, that'd be appreciated.
Just want you to know that I'm going to be guessing at the route.
Well, I'm running pretty hot right now. I got the heat turned up on max. Have you heard the fan kick in? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. If we're not leaking, I mean, hopefully the fan's spinning. Yeah, if you get real hot, we can stop and make sure it's not jammed up. No, it didn't look like the radiator was bent. I was able to turn the fan by hand, I thought, so, but he could be full of sand in the front of the radiator. We might have to get a compressor and blow it out.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if there's a bunch of sand in the radiator. Well, I see civilization.
If you can call it that. So the temperature is coming down a little bit, so I'm thinking the radiator is just full of sand and maybe I shook some of it out. Okay. Stay high on this, Dave. We'll slide down in there.
We're going to stop here and work on the Tacoma and air up our tires before heading back to camp. Well, we're leaving the sand dunes. Drew and his damaged truck headed out back up Portland and Albany. Hopefully they make it home nice and safe. No more troubles with the truck. And we are headed back to our campground. Well, we got Fort Rock over on the right. Definitely impressive remains of a volcano. Looks like we could get a rain shower.
It's not too far north of us.
Now, we are just about back to our camp. We'll come up here a little ways and take a left turn. That night we sat around the fire and discussed the day's adventures while waiting to hear if the Tacoma made it back home. It did. Good morning. It's Sunday morning and time to head home. Oh, there goes a deer. Need to work on the camping setup, setting up a base camp and going out like we did this time to Crack in the Ground and Derrick Cave, as well as the sand dunes worked out really well having a tent. But if I was doing a daily move, not sure I'd like it. So that means I need to work on setting up a sleeping platform in the Jeep. I hope you all enjoyed the trip, and now we'll head home and go to grandson's birthday party. Happy birthday, Trask. See you soon.